Hi everyone, I'm Ploy from D3. So today I'm gonna talk about the movie My Fair Lady. So let's begin. Although the story of accent is the beginning of the fun that this movie a huge successful and is well known to everyone to this day. But the accent still clearly reflects the film's example of indirect or structural violence. What is structural violence? It's indirect violence that doesn't result in immediately injury or death, but make him or her hurt or die lenient. Here, Elisa was blocked from career opportunities that she shouldn't be because of her accent. This made her unable to become a salesperson in the store, but had to sell flowers on the streets, living a life of poverty. She was also despised for being uneducated and was laughed at by Higgins. But Elisa is an example of those who don't succumb to this structural violence. So she decided to go and ask Higgins to teach her how to speak English properly. From this, we can see how distressing the structural violence is to the victim, until he couldn't bear to live like that any longer. It is unfortunate that the heroine chose to lead herself out of that point by acquiring knowledge for herself, which is to retain herself. She finally succeeded. On the other hand, if Elisa was being treated like that every day, receive insult from people of a higher class, until she was stuck and chose to resort to violence because she couldn't stand it any longer. Who knew Higgins? One of those who continued to perpetuate structural violence by insulting others and discrimination. Maybe Elisa was assassinated with a grudge, and the ending of the movie would have changed quite a bit. We have seen the structural violence, whether racist, a disdain for the lower classes from the accent, dress clothes leads to blocking the air of occupation that brings suffering to all those who have been dealt with. Even if these actions were not of direct violence or physical harm to them, if the victims are suppressed for a long time to the point where they can't stand it, they may rise up and use violence to fight back because there is nothing to lose. Therefore, structural violence is something that should be improved and fixed. The best way is to educate those who have been abused so that they will be aware of their actions and continue to stand up and defend their rights, including all of us. We must not advocate for this violence to exist by being part of structural violence, knowingly or unknowingly. So that's it for today. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.